Next case. Mr. Trump meets on Friday with the Prime Minister of Great Britain, Theresa May. In February, he begins renegotiating NAFTA with Canada and Mexico. He will also meet with Israel's leader, Benjamin Netanyahu. Governor Mike Huckabee is with us now. Get that information. You see that? The animation there. Now I can see the governor. Okay. I say this is a realignment, not just of trade, but also of foreign policy. What say you?
It is a realignment, not only of trade, but it's a realignment of power. And I think Donald Trump understands that America can best be in a position to influence the world when it's strong. When it's weak, and when it comes across as weak, we really don't have much influence because no one takes us seriously. I think his message is exactly spot on. He's making it clear we're not going to be the janitorial cleanup crew for the world. We're not going to be the policemen, but we're going to be a strong country, and we will defend our interest. We're not going to go and nation build other places. We're going to nation build America as an example to other nations. That's who we have been. It's who we need to be.
Are you shocked that the message was delivered in such stark fashion, and he's following through on it with stark action?
Not at all. I think the message was delivered in a way that the average American can understand it. He didn't go in there trying to speak to the academics. He didn't go out there in the inauguration stump and try to make it so that all the people on the platform would feel warm and giddy. They don't need to feel warm and giddy. They need to feel scolded. They need to feel ashamed of what they've done to this country and what they've done to workers and wages. And I think what he said was appropriate. I'm glad he was that bold. And if it made some people on the stage uncomfortable, good. They needed to feel as uncomfortable as a lot of Americans have been feeling over the past, not just 8 years, but the past 40 years as their wages have disappeared.
And here comes some action on sanctuary cities. Governor, I'm sure you've heard of this. In Texas, the governor, Greg Abbott, is threatening to cut off funding to, okay, it's just one county. He says he'll deny them funding if that county continues its support for the sanctuary city policy. This is a crack in the sanctuary city argument, is it not?
It's not only a crack, I think it's an absolute earthquake in it. And God bless the governor of Texas for having the courage to say that if you don't follow the law, we're not going to keep giving you money. I mean, isn't that the way it's supposed to work? I'm appalled that the Travis County sheriff decided that she'll just ignore law. And she says the only people they're going to detain are people who have committed capital murder. Stuart, this is the opposite of what changed New York City. When Bill Bratton and Rudy Giuliani came in, they took the broken window strategy and said, if you take care of small things, it'll have an impact on the big things. This is the reversal, saying we're not going to take care of any of the small, medium, or even pretty big things, only the very biggest things. Well, you're going to get a lot more big things when you start acting that way. And I'm just grateful to Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas. Smart move on his part.
What an extraordinary start to the first full week of President Trump. Governor Huckabee, thanks very much for joining us. Always appreciated, sir. Thank you.